What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. In this particular video, I will be recapping Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Episode 3. And shout out to my YouTube fam, and I also want to send a special shout out to part of my YouTube fam, cousin, Lady Nika. Happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your day, and you be blessed with many, many more. And, if you're not part of my YouTube fam, don't forget to just subscribe down there and like and share this video, y'all. Let's get into this mess we all love to enjoy and some bad acting. I'm sorry, I had to say that. Let's go by character, because I ain't got no time to do shit, no scenes. Now I want to talk about Little B thing and get her out the way. When I first heard what Ray J was talking about, he was gonna meet with Little B, I didn't pay attention, or did y'all recall that he was a he or she? Because I thought about Little B, I'm thinking about, nigga, I'm a pretty bitch. And then it did, women up. That's what I first thought, until you see this little lady, whatever, which, even though Ray J always calls this person to vent to, I was kind of confused, like, so why did we see her in season 1? Okay, but, we have to switch it up. And also, too, it even made it a little, I don't know why it was so eerie when she's talking about, especially, knowing about, God rest her soul, Barbara Steven passed. I don't know why this was awkward. She was like, I'm the goddaughter of Whitney Houston. I'm married to the producer, Matt Lux, or whatever, Max Lux, or whatever she was talking about, right? So Ray J is letting us know and talking about how Princess letting him know that, that she's talking with Tara Marie, and, Little B in the confessionals is letting me know, like, okay, well, she was cool with Tara Marie when her and Ray J was together, but she's basically like professional. Princess better watch out and stuff, whatever, right? And I don't know what stuff she was talking about. Oh yeah, Ray J said that he's going to make some music with her husband, and kind of like this seems a little bit familiar to ATL season 2 with Camille's husband, where he got with an old partner, and that's when his infidelity, or she at least knew about his infidelity, was out, right? So in this particular thing, now, last time when her husband worked with Ray J, he was with, he got a thing for blonde, honey blonde, orange blonde, platinum streak, whatever. Okay, so he got that type of thing fetish, I guess, based on what the wife was saying. And so she worked about, some fuckery going on, that she's kind of cool. But, Ray J's, basically like, okay, we just work on music, woo, woo, woo. I forgot what else the conversation talking about, because I don't know why I feel kind of irrelevant. But Little B's name is Brandy, okay? Just like, this is Brandy. Okay, but also, we go forward into the episode, and, she's talking to her husband. And her husband does admit to us that he did used to cheat back in the day. I don't know if this is when they were married or before, whatever. But he has changed his ways, and he's gonna make some music. What he producing. And she knows he ain't got no ring. It's been current on a couple times and shit, whatever, right? And then, she lets me know, we used to be in the trunk. And I don't know why. I first thought the trunk means something like, some metaphor for something like that. Like they started from the bottom and shit, whatever, and had all their belongings in the trunk, right? No, okay, but I overthought that, okay? Because it turns out, she in the trunk, remix of In the Closet. This heifer up there popping in the trunk, whatever, one time she's spying her husband. She's tagged his phone, everything else. She delivering Pizza Hut. She was giving Pizza Hut quite some representation and stuff. They must say you get a VIP for a whole year, one large pizza with all the time she want if you talk about Pizza Hut this episode, because she said like something like she disguised herself as a pizza delivery man, person, not man, but delivery person, and that's the same what he was saying about, right? And so she basically you better call every 4 hours. I guess she's not trying to bring Cray back. And she had to remind us, y'all, I'm the wife. I am not the fiance. I am not the girl. I am not the side chick. I am not the baby mama. I am the wife. Probably she wasn't like this with her. Okay, that's great. That's cool, whatever. But, I mean, some people could have took that offensive, like, okay, if we're not married, so the relationship, kind of irrelevant just because, but she even made it be known, like, I'm the wife, bitches. Maybe that was the way she was trying to go about it, okay? So, like, on paper, and with this ring, I am married, okay? And that's more, like, okay? So, And she's letting me know, I guess, like she's one of the few married couples, I guess, is supposed to be on this show. Maybe she was getting about that too. But okay. So she talks to Nikki, and Nikki and her happen to be good friends, right? And I don't know why they keep talking about the, with the Scooby-Doo Inspector Gadget music and shit that always plays in the background, right? And they're in the store, and Nikki needs, now she needs Little B. So first she needed this new girl named Nas, and but remember Nikki had all these connects, because she managed like 4 or 5 strip clubs and shit. And her mom and dad got on, on these clubs and every damn thing. So now she needs to connect with choosing fabric for her lingerie. And her and Little B, Brandy, is talking. And Brandy's talking about she's kind of suspicious because she showed in the middle of her passport that she found the ring, and the little baby boy with their son was playing with the ring. And again, the husband took it off because earlier he had in his pocket next to his heart, even though I could have sworn he took out the pocket, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but he wanted next to his heart that he just magically just takes it off, but he ain't doing nothing wrong. Okay. And so, anyways, for her and Nikki to be good friends, and they live in the same area, not too far away, why did she ask Nikki, did she have a black car? Alleged, did she just purchase the vehicle then she was going to surprise you with the color? I was kind of confused about that, because it's like, well, do you have a black car? Yeah, I do, but y'all been girls for years. Even the associates sometimes know where the fuck damn cars, or where you might possibly stay at, or at least some of the spots where you be chilling at, or some shit like that, where you go, even if they don't know exactly where you stay. But I'm just saying is, you don't know a car that she drives. Okay, we gonna pause. We ain't gonna sit here and tell you all the time, but I'm just saying. But even Nikki had said one time she had one of the girls dressed up as, as an what was it, a Holiday Inn maid or some shit, and had her check to see if her man was doing something wrong, whoever it was at that time. It turned out it was true. So they gonna agree to follow at this studio session, right? Now on cue, he is in the studios with Ray J, right? And you got these girls in there, but actually the angle that they have it at, Ray J is the one who was first all over this particular girl, looking at her like a piece of meat. Even though he's still with Princess, right? Yeah, he's still with her, right? But we gonna keep it going. And so he at first wasn't doing anything that could be questionable. He wasn't running a slung, crossing, rubbing against some girl's leg or thigh, or anything that seemed questionable. Nikki is able to get into the studio by saying she left the charger earlier. It wasn't no passcode. It wasn't, passcode, password, or nothing. But she was able to get in, so they went into the studio, and, they looked through a couple rooms, and on cue, one of the girls just leaning kind of on, on the shoulder of Max, and that's when, Little B comes out, and she like, what is this? Who was this on my husband? Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going to edit and make it dramatic and save it for the next episode. I can't. No. Why? I can't say anything about it because it just seems so fucking unpredictable. I mean, so predictable. I want to save the little soldier Naj and Nia's triangle for last, because that's just some fuck shit. And people is making themselves look more dumb about a minute, or hopefully they open up their eyes and ears after looking at this episode, okay? Because that's pure bullshit. But anyway, let's get into the Milan. What was called Milan or Million? I don't know why I like calling him that. Million. Okay, Miles. Okay, Eminem. All right, so back to their thing. Now you got Million talking to Hazel E. And, I know I'm going back over the place. But Hazel E., by the way, just to get this out of the way, her and Tierra meet. And, because Tierra has already, TT has already reached out to Hazel with the passing of Hazel E.'s grandfather. She wants to be like, you know what, my bad. Let's move forward, right? So they do move forward. And, progress. And Hazel E. doesn't know to trust her. And she was just like, I felt about Young Bird, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because beyond the show, she said, like, Young Bird, even though he claimed, like, he just had her as, like, someone, like, with his maid side, middle side chick for years, that she's met his family and everything. Well, nowadays, hey, guess what I figure is, it used to be you would feel that y'all was closest because you met the moms. The mom could have seen the girlfriend last night and seen the side chick. I'm just saying. That shit can happen, okay? As far as meeting, just because you meet the family members, yeah, that's a good start, but that don't mean that it's going to be a good finish. And so she's talking, and then you know how the stuff was going on. Like TT was letting it be known that how you would think I would be up there basically slobbing knob on, debris and, cat piss or whatever else, right? So anyway, she basically, they were telling me, Hazel just wanted her to confess, like, you kind of did me wrong. You were unprofessional, inappropriate relationship somehow with Youngberg, and TT apologized, and so they at least do a cheer, and that's that. So fast forward, we got Million talking Hazel E. Hazel E used to be Million's beard back in the day when they went to Colonial clubs and everything like that, because he's thinking Miles is cheating on him. But he's letting me know, like, I understand he's, it's a coming out thing and his time with it. But then that's what I'm saying, Million. If you want somebody that's already, there's plenty of dudes that are probably on the same page as you that are serious and already are out the closet. You choose the dude that will stay in there, and he's not even trying to stick out his pinky finger out that motherfucker. He trying to really stay in the closet. Okay, so he don't know what to do type of thing, whatever, right? But when Hazel's talking about how her and TT are cool, whatever, he just like, back in like, after all the fuck shit she did to you, you need to be basically trusting. I wouldn't trust that shit. So later on, we see Miles for a quick second, and Million's in his apartment, and he's like this, like, he missed the dinner date. He had oral surgery, and that's when Miles should have been with him, whatever. I don't know if he got, his wisdom tooth put on my time, whatever, but whatever. But let's see, he's okay. But here's the problem. Now, it does make it seem suspicious that Miles could be with him for gain to a certain sport, as far as like helping him with his music career, because Million even admits that when he's like, okay, why you been avoiding me, blah blah blah, Miles just like, okay, what's going on, just pretend like nothing happened. And he was like, every time you go in the studio, I get an email from my credit card that says it's been charged. So that's what was like, okay. And then, so Miles is like this, oh, I got the receipt, I went there. Or, copied a couple times and whited out some shit. But he claims he has the receipt. He didn't show Million the receipt at that time being, but he claimed he has receipts. And he just like, he's at the studio. Million feels like, okay, like he already said to Hazel, he feels like he's being cheated on. He knows like the difference in the behavior and stuff like that. It's like every time this happens, then, I realize to be, he's, my significant other is messing with somebody else, and like he said before, one day he decided he'd come out, he's been comfortable, but like I said, Million need to get with somebody who feels comfortable in his own skin. And he, like I said, didn't want to let Million know that he was chilling with his ex, which we don't know still if he's just hanging around Amber or they're still actually having sex, and whatever the case is. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out the next couple episodes, not the next one, but maybe later on this season. And, Million just like, okay, what's going on? One of them times saying, what's going on? And when the person feels somewhat guilty, then he's even like this. My friend, he was like, why are you still want to be secretive? And he just like, what? Your friends know. And he's like, well, who are your friends? No, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. He get mad, throw a good damn glass he got from glass right on the goddamn floor and walks out. Even the dogs, he was like, what the hell's going on? So Miles is basically at the moment like, I'm done. Okay. So let's go. Like I said, we already talked about Ray J with this character Lil B and blah blah blah, and Hazel E was in for a second. Oh gosh. Now we're going to talk more about this last little part that stood out, was this whole Nia, Nas, Soldier Boy triangle thing. Now, April makes a guest appearance, and then, no. I said I was saving it for last, right? We need to talk about this Little Fizz situation. Now, Little Fizz is trying to have Fizz. I need to stop studying Little Fizz, okay? He's a grown-ass man now, okay? He is not B2K, okay, no more. And he is, like, talking to this one girl who's named Camille. I don't want to mispronounce her name, but she's a model. And she's in confessionals like this. She like, I met his mom. I spent time with his kid. But, he's been trying to get a babysitter stuff for the kids. So, whatever. But he's been, having her around, and they've been dating for months, and she think they're going to be serious in the next level. And then, not only does he offer her a key, she was able to stay there the whole weekend. He even said she can have 2 drawers. So, the average person might be misled to think like, okay, I met your family, and now you give me the key. Not a permanent key. He just said, you know, I'll link to you by the weekend. But he's saying that, you know, the drawers say. So, some people will think like that means y'all gonna be serious. But Fizz is like, he comes back basically, you know, first they were talking good terms, but then when he goes back at home, because she gives him the key off when I guess one of her modeling shoots. And he says here, she got, you know, coconut oil, Bed Bath Beyond stuff in there, Bath and Body Works, you know, the spray mist in his damn shower, everything. He just makes it seem like she just moved everything in there, okay? Even the selfie stick for her phone, every goddamn thing, okay? So, he's like this. He had OCD. He did not appreciate that, whatever. And he feels like she is taking it the wrong way. So first he goes to meet up with Marion. It's 2 seconds. And we seen day 26. I mean, if y'all pay attention to what I just said. Willie, and I had to look and see if his photos were still online. If y'all go check out Willie day 26. Photos. Anyway. But I mean, not for the problem. Yeah, he had some dick pics going on back in the day. But anyway, Willie's in there for a second. I did hear that he was supposed to be on the show, but I don't know if he's supposed to be like a Marion's friend. But Mario, he just there and he just said a couple words, but he really wasn't saying anything. Fizz needed some advice with Mario. They haven't seen each other for a minute. And he's basically asking him, like, what should she do in this situation? Now, Marion is like, okay, are you serious? What you gonna do? Blah, blah. But Fizz in the confessionals, and even then, you know, he's like, I'm single now. Why I have to be in a relationship? I'm single. I'm single. I'm single. Okay, he wants to be known to let the world know he's single, whatever, right? But you also need to be truthful and not possibly mislead folks, whatever, okay? And he was just like, she had stuff in my house, and I gave her 2 drawers, and even Mario was like, when you give out 2 drawers, that's gonna be 5 drawers, okay? Just like, that's like saying partially, you know, you maybe see. I mean, he didn't say all that, but like I said, you know, that could be misleading. So he goes to do some rock climbing date with her, and then he basically letting me know, like, okay, that's when he finally starts saying, oh, I'm not serious, I'm just dating, you know, and stuff like that. And she's thinking like, well, I thought we were working on the same thing. And he like, no, and stuff like that. You know, now, just like Stevie J had a bus, Fizz has a restaurant. And nobody's the main course. He got appetizers, unlimited breadsticks and shit. And he's like, you're appetizer. And she's like, what? And he's like, you know, are you sure you don't want to be appetizer? And she's just like, I'm done and over. I want to get the little 5 things I got. Since you claim I got 5 million damn things at your house. And just taking them there. Since, you know, he like this. Like, you can have me somewhat, but you're not the only person I'm going to be dating or seeing or whatever and stuff like that. You know, you're cute and blah, blah, blah. And she just like, fuck this shit. And I forgot to tell you about Miss Lil B, whatever. When she was talking to Nikki and was talking about referring to the girls like Pizza Hut. The toppings and everything. That's what I was saying. And she was giving Pizza Hut a shout out tonight, whatever. You know, with the toppings here, sausage, pepperoni, green peppers, and every damn thing. You know, comparing them like which girl with the thoughts choose what topping they want of the guys. I just thought that was interesting comparison. But yeah, so she walked away. She's like, okay, done deal, whatever. Let's go to this Nia situation. We see her meet up with April. The other girl that was with April besides Nia were, you know, April's friend from out of town. I forgot what the lady's name was. And they're talking, and Nia's basically like this. Like, she is basically Nas's new, because, you know, April's like, who was that bitch then? You know, Nia's sitting here like, oh, she delusional, woo, 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 all this other shit, whatever, right? And she basically gonna tell her, like, let it be known, like, even though she knows what's going on. And did you notice April kind of gave a hint, like, well, you know, when you're with the entertainers, you always hear the whole line, or something along the lines, like, you know, that when you're in a table that comes with the territory with the groupies, or at least she was maybe indirectly meaning, like, the possibility of side chicks being, you know, in the picture. She didn't say all that, but it was kind of like an indirect type of thing. At least to me it was. So anyways, you know how Nia is like this. Like, she's delusional, you know, she was my friend, blah, 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 blah. Half the time I didn't want to hear her speak. But she was saying something along the lines like, she trying to break my happiness because I'm happy. And I just thought about the Pharrell song for some crazy damn reason. And I'm just like, she's trying to break my happiness and I'm gonna basically fuck her up and stuff. And that bitch don't know her place and whatever, right? So we go to another scene where Soulja Boy is doing a song, wrist on the flick on the wrist, something like that, at his home. Coincidence, Nas goes over there to visit him to let it be known, like, okay, you basically leading on, you got a night thinking this one way, and you telling me 2 weeks ago you love me and all this other stuff, woo woo woo, and all this other shit, right? And Soulja Boy's like, well, you could have kept it as is whatever, okay? Because he walked outside to talk to her, and he basically was like, she wasn't supposed to be there, and like, okay. Basically, I think for what I was getting, Soulja Boy was saying, like, she's supposed to know her place, okay? And Nas, I think either confessionals or before she got talking on the confrontation with Nia, then she say that, well, she can say all she wants to, but he be leading me on and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. Which is true, but you keep falling for the shit, okay, girl? I've been doing this for several years with your ass, right? So, here's the thing that was interesting. She's gonna say that she like, well, when we be having sex, he calls her name, or, you know, be just thinking about, talking about her, you know, burning mouse, right? And I'm thinking, I hope he does one damn thing that he is talking about you or making sure it's about you when y'all two are fucking. But second of all, she never mentioned, she keeps saying when they have sex and have sex. They never even went to a park. They never went to Ruby Tuesdays. They never went to no damn where, a carnival, a free carnival, a pet shop. What the fuck? So you let it be known, like, even if he's getting in your head, that the only connection y'all keep having is sex, okay? That seems to be the main connection, y'all. You ain't even saying, like, he spend money on me or do this woo woo woo, you know, whatever. Okay, just like how April and her friend and them were trying to tell Nia earlier, you know, how certain females, they only will talk to certain dudes because of the status. If they popular, maybe they got some good dick, maybe they throwing them funds, whatever. Or, you know, just to be, you know, spiteful. And, oh, I can take that bitch, man. You know, that type of thing, too. So, in that case, like I said, for her, the only thing she can brag about is, I fucked him. That's it, girl? Okay. Then when Nia and her get into it, Nia's still trying to let her know when they meet up the thing about how you got the stuff straight. But like I said, Soulja Boy kind of admitted it, yeah, they had sex. And, you know, they had sex not too long ago. He didn't directly say that, but I think that's what I was trying to understand when his ass was talking and shit, right? But like I said, Nia and her, Nas meet up, and it's the same damn conversation. But Nas trying to make it seem, also had let it be known that supposedly Nia has fucked two guys she was dealing with after, I guess, the Soulja Boy thing happened the first time. And then Nia, I don't think I could have sworn that said that she did deny the shit or not. Did y'all hear that? She didn't say deny it, but it's kind of like, okay, tip for tap is like, she supposedly was with Soulja Boy, two months bring her right. I'm like, y'all is, ugh. Okay, y'all fight over this nigga who is fucking probably a bitch as we speak while y'all two are fighting, okay? Some broad is either on her knees or riding his ass as y'all up here arguing as we speak, okay? Over his ass, okay? So, she was basically saying, like, you know, they talking back and forth. It's like part two of the same shit. And, you know, Nas kept taking to the same shit. So she tries to throw a glass. Security breaks him up. And blah, 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 bitch. And then they still outside. You bitch, fuck you, bitch. You ain't shit, blah, blah. Here, now you're talking about now you're talking about you need to get your teeth fixed, whatever, blah, blah, bitch. And something like Nas was saying, you used to wear my old panties or something like that. What the fuck type of, what the fuck? I didn't know what's going on. Now I was like, what the hell was you talking about? Then they go back and forth to a point where Nia was like, Nas is like, that's why you stay in your mom, because you ain't staying with Soulja Boy, but bitch, you ain't neither. God damn it, y'all two is fucking up. I'm just saying, you bragging about certain stuff, like, yeah, y'all not staying together, and it is a true thing, like, if y'all both main couple, and as long as she, I don't know how she's gonna be back with Soulja Boy, yeah, that's true, but you sitting here keep claiming, the only claim you got is, like, is how many times, you know what I'm saying, he been blowing your back out and shit like that, girl. Oh, maybe it's more, but I'm just saying either some badass editing and or acting, or you kind of people can take you looking as like, really? Is this how you, you know, is this how you got you? Is this how you want to portray yourself? Shit. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got. Y'all have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I definitely see y'all next video. Alright, bye.